Hello everyone and welcome back to The Legend of Zelda SSX Princess. In this part, we go to the snowy area.
Ooh, that's a temperature shift.
For some reason, I always end up associating the snowy dungeon with Malik's Bastion from Legacy of Kain, the original Legacy of Kain, which was itself a Zelda clone, so I don't know why. That's just the mental association.
Kind of comes full circle, I guess.
This area is my favorite in the game. The snowhead and all of that stuff there is like just perfection. Like I love the dungeon, I love the area before the dungeon, I love the aesthetic. It's just, I love it. It's so good. Although we're in the moment.
Here is the map. Where do you wish to go?
Although I don't think she spawns unless if you look at the map, so that's why we're here.
I don't think it matters though, because I know the speedrun skipped this part altogether.
Yeah, but they also do a lot of trigger skipping type stuff.
Oh,
So.
you know, I never would have thought Telma's bar was right outside Zora's domain.
Oh, it's it's interesting how that works.
That was graceful, I guess.
Hey guys, look at my
Link
box.
is the epitome of great. Oh no! That literally hit his head.
Was that you?
No.
No.
Oh.
All right.
It was that guy.
He has a helmet. It's okay.
It's like you can't see anything from the helmet, so it's got to rely on your word.
So anyway, time to go to the snowy region with no complications whatsoever. No
I'm
fetch quests
sure.
required.
I'm
Amazing.
sure. I'll believe that.
I forgot about her Yeti coat.
Yeah.
I think out of the four, I like her design the best. So it really is a shame that they don't end up doing anything with these.
She looks like. She looks like what I would imagine they would look like if the Sand People were on Hoth instead of Tatooine.
Kinda, yeah.
She also looks like the closest thing to a goth girl that Zelda can basically
She
have.
looks tired.
She
It's just her eye.
She hasn't
her eye
slept in
design.
she
a
looks
while.
like I feel.
Yeah.
She is everyone's mood.
So I like how this says it's a sketch, but you can see both sides of that paper, and she didn't draw anything. So,
It's invisible ink.
Oops.
I think it's the Doctor Who magic paper, actually.
No. You didn't sit on a bench, so the map doesn't fill out until you sit on a bench.
Psychic paper. God.
Hollow Knight's a good game, but
It is. It's a little long, but it's a great game.
I need to play it.
I liked that it was long, because it actually felt like I was really exploring the whole world, where a lot of Metroidvanias that are shorter, the exploration seems to go on not long enough and it's over before you know it, I guess, if that makes sense.
No, I get what you mean.
It feels to me like a modern version of the original Metroid in the best possible way, where there is really no direction at all, or the direction you do get is very, very light, and you can truly do things in a lot of different orders. Because I've brought this up before, but most Metroidvania games aren't really non-linear, because you have to get the power-ups in a specific order in order to progress the game. So really, it's just, okay, you can dick around a whole lot in the overworld, but the line exists, it's just zigzaggy over the map. Whereas, the game is being really annoying and won't let me turn into Wolflink here.
That's
for
because
whatever
there's a
reason.
ceiling.
Okay, I guess that makes sense. I thought it was because they couldn't. I thought it was because the Zoras could see me, but whatever. Hey, dude. Okay.
My friends call me senpai.
You, however, can call me Sis Senpai.
Yes.
The
My
S and the
co-hosts
dash
call
are
me
important.
senpai.
Why do you need 3 holes in your water bottle? That's just. Wait, or is it a mini bagpipe? Ooh, that would actually be way better if it was a mini bagpipe.
They call it reek fish because it smells, right?
Yeah,
Is that
because
what it is?
you need the smell in order to.
Yeah, this is just kind of where I get with the padding with this game, because this kind of thing happens a lot where you could just go right to where you need to go, but the game throws an unnecessary roadblock at you.
It's a bit jarring in a Zelda game, honestly, because the gameplay is generally kind of simple. and then they throw this kind of roundabout fetch quest thing in your path, which feels like it would be more at home in something complicated like Ultima. You know?
I get what they're going for because they wanted a reason for the Yeti to be in the village so you could follow him. And they also kind of wanted to wrap up the Zora timeline, the Zora storyline thing. So I get what they were going for with it. And honestly, this one isn't really too bad, I think, because this one and the first one, where you give the sketch to the guy, to the cannon guy, because they're literally right next to each other here. This one I also don't think is too bad because everybody's right near a warp point, so it's not doesn't take too long. It's especially the last
fair.
one that goes on for far too long, even though I do like some of the individual parts of the City to the Sky fetch quest, escort mission, padding, whatever you want to call it. I like individual parts like the hidden village in that, but it does take like an hour just to get to the next dungeon, and it's where the game's mostly good pacing past the last bug hunt just sort of drops dead in the water. So,
Fair enough.
yeah. Like, honestly, this whole thing, I cut it. I did do some cutting, so it took less time than normal, but it only takes like 5 minutes to do the fishing thing and whatnot. So,
Yeah.
it's not, it's like, it's an annoyance, sure, but it's not anything that,
Contextual annoyance.
yeah, that's true. It's not anything major, but I do agree that it feels like there's something like this for every single dungeon in the second half of the game, and the last one in particular is irritating. So, like, I get what you're talking about for that one for sure. But anyway, I love the way that the snow, I forget what it's called, but this area is one of my favorites in the game, and I know that a lot of people really love snow areas. And I do too, but I really like it when winter themes in games actually feel threatening because, you know, you get like a lot of games have like your kind of Christmassy kind of winter areas where, you know, it's just like la-di-da-di-da, it's just snow. But winter in the mountains are like dangerous, harsh, awful places to be, and you will freeze to death, and it sucks and it's awful. So
Everybody wants to be the North Pole, and they don't think about Antarctica.
Though
Yeah.
the whole wintry wilderness thing here, this whole motif really fits well with the wolf.
oh yeah, I didn't even think about
Yeah.
that as well, because this is like where wolves hang out. And
I
stuff.
also really like the ice wolves that you fight here. Like, even though they're kind of annoying, they just look really cool.
Oh, I like them a lot too. I like that they're also, because the wolf enemies were also in Ocarina of Time, but they actually kind of fit here because you fight them like how you would fight a wolf, whereas in Ocarina of Time, if I remember correctly, you fought them like every other upright enemy with a weapon, where it was like the same.
Well, you just wait for them to swing, and then they show you their back, which isn't how it works.
Yeah, pretty much. But yeah, so like, yes, snow and stuff is pretty, and this area is pretty in that way, but I also like that they make it very clear that this place is awful and you don't want to actually be here, you know? And it also fits with there is also a lighter side to it when we get off of this part of the mountain, which fits with the goofy Yeti stuff that we do after this as well. So it's just, I love this place.
It also did that really well. The Gaia Cliffs in Final Fantasy VII were a good example of a snowy environment that would just hated you in every sense of the
You know
word.
what?
Can't do this yet.
Nope. But I found it, and I'm not cutting it out because now you know where it is when I cut back into here later.
Well, I mean, you had to be right here to get the Poe anyway, so.
Yeah, that's true, but now I can cut directly into this cave as opposed to cutting to me jumping into the cave from the overworld. I don't know why those things don't explode when you hit them with bombs, but they don't, so we're leaving. Bye, game. Take me away, UFO.
Beam me up, Scotty.
That's an incorrect quote, I think.
Yeah, but nobody cares.
Yeah, nobody will hold it against you if you misquote it.
Yeah. Okay, hold on. Gotta change my items here a little bit.
It's okay. It's only negative 35 degrees outside.
Oh, no, you see, it's fine, though, because... Oh, one of my favorite things about Breath of the Wild is if you have a fire sword on your back, it warms you. So you
Yeah.
don't...
Yeah, I like that too.
I love that detail. I also hate that detail.
Why?
because I'm wondering why the hell the ice cube I'm carrying is melting. Is because I got the fire sword in my hand.
Same though.
It was one of those things that is like, fuck me, because I'm wondering why the ice is melting. It's like my hands aren't that hot.
Oh,
Yeah.
it's just your
Man.
steamy charisma.
That steamy personality and charisma. Yeah.
Yeah.
No,
Look at all the ice cubes.
Link, how come the ice block keeps melting so quickly by the time you get here? It's because I'm hot.
It's
Oh
one of
my
those
God.
things where it counted.
Yeah. They just pushed me to the side a little bit. I guess.
But it's one of those things where in Breath of the Wild you really should be thinking about details like that because it's clear the designers intend you to think about them as you traverse the environment, but you tend not to because you're so used to gamer logic.
It's just also neat that the thing I think I like the most about Breath of the Wild is stuff like that allows you to solve puzzles in ways that clearly weren't intended. My favorite one is the one where somebody put a whole bunch of swords on the ground in order to make an artificial current to skip one of the electricity puzzles in whatever dungeon it was.
Oh shoot, that's actually kind of cool.
So like they made their own conduit in a way.
Yeah, so what you're supposed to do is
Yeah.
you're supposed to like put blocks into place in order to guide the electricity all the way around the room to the other side. But what they did was they just dropped a whole bunch of swords in a line, and
Yeah.
electricity will jump from the swords across each other to the ending.
That's amazing.
I love that ingenuity.
Yeah, it's pretty great. There's also nothing in that cave. Wow. But we do get a good shot of Wolf-Link butt, which is,
In a thunderstorm, can't you like right before your weapon is about to get thunderstruck, can't you just throw it at an enemy and use the lightning bolt as a weapon?
Yeah.
Yep, you can
Basically.
do that.
They put a lot of thought into the game systems in that case.
The enemies are probably dumb enough to think, oh my god, he controls lightning.
I mean, Link can just normally control lightning anyway in that game. With the Abrasive Fury.
Well, yeah, I guess with the right elemental weapon, sure.
Oh, but also Abrasive Fury, whenever you spin attack, you do a lightning bolt thing.
But it's worth keeping like one or two throwaway weapons around, just so you can throw them at enemies during a lightning storm.
Or it doesn't even really have to. You don't even really have to throw them at them if you put it on.
I don't know why I thought you were gonna launch an arrow. I was like, okay, now I can use my claw shot to grab that arrow and climb the cliffside.
Just run into the wall.
Another thing you can do, Lewis, is just put the weapon on the ground. The enemy will pick it up, and then the lightning will strike them instead. And then you can then pick the weapon back up, and it won't have any durability lost. So
Oh man, that's great. That's
actually
Breath of the
amazing.
Wild is amazing.
I
love
want to
Breath of the
replay the
Wild.
game again, but oh god damn it!
Ooh.
You were just like, oh. That is a realistic Wolf-Link reaction.
I should probably stream Master Mode. I think if I want to play the game. Let me go up, Jesus Christ. Okay. I think if I'm
I
gonna.
really want to play Breath of the Wild again, but it's just such a huge time sink. I
Yeah.
feel like I've said this before, but like that always comes up where I want to play it, but also 200 hours.
Yeah. I could play a brand new game, or I could replay this other game that I've played 50 times before. Paper Mario it
Yep.
is. Let's go.
What are you doing?
I'm trying to figure out what the song is. Honestly, the easiest way to
It's one of the longest.
Yeah. Honestly, the easiest way to probably figure out what the song is if you don't know it is to just stay on one line the entire time until you figure the whole thing out.
Yeah, just go through it 3 times and stay on one line each time. You'll fill the whole thing in.
Yeah. That would be the smart way
I
to
actually
do it.
didn't realize that's how that worked.
How did you figure it
I-
out then?
I spammed it. I just went woo 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 woo, and then it usually worked.
You almost held the tune that time.
I'm surprised John has gotten over getting upset with me every single time I ruin one of these songs.
Because this is a song I don't really care about. but-
Which one is this even supposed to be?
This is the Wind Waker callback. I don't know what song it's supposed to be, but it's very clearly a reference to Wind Waker.
Okay, now I hear it that they played other instruments, but when it's just the wolf
Yeah.
going, ooh, 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 I can't really tell.
Yeah, same.
Which is weird that it's a Wind Waker callback because they're in separate timelines.
Who cares?
This Link, Wolf, Granddaddy Link exceeds all timelines. He's the beginning.
Honestly,
And also
I
the
think
end.
that them acknowledging the split timeline officially wasn't a mistake. Like, it was probably the most, it was the most popular timeline theory for sure. But they,
Well, it was the only way it made sense.
yeah, but they probably should have just, what they should have done is they should have thrown something in that contradicts it just to dick with people. So, because that would have been funny. But then again, I'm also a petty asshole, so it would have only been funny to me. But that just means they should have done it anyway because I'm more important than everyone else. I mean, what?
This is how
Who
you
said
get
that?
games in, how you get
I see.
jobs in the gaming industry.
Were those
Honestly, unfortunately, actually, yes.
were those leaves on the ceiling something that you could climb around?
I think you can at the very least claw shot to them. I don't know if you can, monkey bars, but you probably can at least hook shot them. Also, I love doing that.
Well, it's just
Convenient.
faster than climbing.
It's also just fun for me and for whatever reason. I just enjoy it.
There
Link,
you
aren't
be.
you cold?
You know what? Actually, yeah, he should be because his arms are exposed. So that means that the air is going through underneath his clothing and whatnot.
He's fine.
Remember when the Final Fantasy VII cast got to the Snowy Mountain area, and they were all just wearing their normal clothes the entire time? Which
But they were shaking their fucking asses off, though, which I love.
Yeah,
because-
Tifa definitely is not dressed for that.
No. Yuffie gets the worst of it, I think.
Well, Yuffie gets the worst of it in the entire game, though.
Because she's Yuffie.
I mean, honestly, I like her better in my team than Sid. Which I know is going to be blasphemy for some people, but I actually liked using Yuffie on my team more than Sid, because Sid was
I
just...
think every character has their perk except Kate Sith.
No, I liked Kate. I liked Kate Sith. I used him because Sid to me was the least useful character because he's just a physical powerhouse, but you have Cloud on your team. and
yeah,
there's only 3 slots,
they
so-
kind of made Sid the Dragoon and removed the point of having a Dragoon, which is the jump ability.
Yeah, so it's like in a game with only 3 party slots, I can't waste it on another physical powerhouse when Cloud's required and he's already in the game. So, thanks but no thanks, bye. Whereas Kate Sith gets a limit break every 5 seconds, so that's actually useful.
Yeah, that's right. I keep forgetting. He caps out at limit level 2, so by the end of the game, his limit break fills up stupid fast.
And the dice one's good, at least until, through mid-game. So, I liked him a lot. I mean, granted, I'm also a scrub, so I might be playing the game entirely wrong, but...
There's not really a
no,
wrong
Kate
way to
Sith was
play
not
such
me.
an easy RPG. I mean, you're always gonna win.
Yeah, really the only hard part about that game that I can remember is the boss right before Vincent, and that's because I tried to do it early.
Oh, yeah. Missing number,
You
was
went
it?
lost
Yeah, he's a
number
bit of a
all.
bastard.
Yeah. Bit of a bastard.
Well, I should stress, by the time I get to him in most of my playthroughs, I've spent some time...
If you go after him as soon as he's available and he goes into his physical form, you're screwed.
Well, I should stress, by the time I get
Too
to him,
late.
I usually have spent some time grinding for limit breaks. Because the
Right.
only way to get those is to use them over and over and over and over and over and over. And then kill a certain number of enemies with the characters to get to the next level. So I'm usually a little over leveled by the time I get to Lost Number. But he's still a bit of a bastard. Mm.
So congrats, you learned how to jump and swing your sword at the same time. How do you think?
Hooray!
I already knew how to do
That's
that,
scary.
but thanks.
Yeah, no, it's like... What, isn't
You
that the hell
slam it
sword
down
or
harder now.
Okay. Your teachings are wise, oh great one. Anyway, you've been sitting out here with that fish for a good 12 hours? It's still alive, even though it hasn't been in the water. I'm impressed. Anyway, this guy's like the best guy in the game. He's wearing a horse saddle as a hat.
No.
I'm pretty sure he makes very similar noises to Beetle, and I'm pretty sure this is his grandfather.
Whose grandfather?
Beetles.
Oh, from Wind Waker. Okay.
And a bunch of other games.
And a bunch of other games. Well, I can only think of Wind
Every
Waker
game.
and Skyward Sword.
He's in.
And Phantom Hourglass.
Breath of the Wild.
Wait, he's in
Is
Skyward
he
Sword?
Breath of the Wild? Yeah. He's the
Yeah.
one that runs the shop that floats.
Oh, okay.
Because he's
And
constantly
then he
pedaling.
drops you off the ship when you don't buy anything.
I guess the Final
Yeah.
Fantasy VII comparison was a little more relevant than I thought because I completely forgot about this.
Yeah, we gotta grab balloons.
I like the part where like you're at the entrance to the snowboarding section, and Elena finds you, and if you dodge her punch, she just goes and tumbles straight down, right down the hill.
But you know what? Now that I'm thinking about it, there's a snowboarding section here, and in Breath of the Wild, there's a motorcycle. So, there's a lot of Final Fantasy.
Also,
VII.
Ted, I am disappointed you did not insert "Be Cool, Be Wild, Be Groovy."
Other video games exist. God damn it!
Actually, we were just talking about SSX Tricky, so you can put something from there.
Other video games exist and have snowboarding. All
But
right.
it's Sonic. That gets us
No,
views.
Sonic sucks. Ow.
And it's Cool Edgy's 90s sucks. Yeah, there you go.
Yeah. See.
I didn't watch the part beforehand. Yeah.
And hopefully this doesn't get us copyright claimed. Run DMC, please be nice.
Keep talking. Maybe it won't happen.
Yeah, keep talking over it and we'll
Oh.
be fine. I like
First
that.
try.
Yeah, who?
Just like
yeah,
bump the volume down of that part.
it does beg the question: who built this place?
Dude.
The Yeti.
Ancient Yetis.
Well, no, the
Yeah.
Yetis clearly. The Yetis said they didn't build it.
Ancient Yetis.
Oh.
Building
Ancient
fortresses
Yetis.
in harsh environments is considered a means of making them more defensible.
Yeah, but this isn't a fortress. This is just like a house.
A
I mean, a really nice house. But
Yeah, I think I've seen something like this in The Shining.
there's also so there's the Zora Queen. Pictures of her all over the place. Maybe they made it. I don't
Oh,
know.
we've wandered into the mansion from the Resi 4 prototype. Great.
Oh wait, I'm leaving. I was wondering why I was leaving. Oh yeah, there's a Poe here that you can only get after you
Nah.
enter the mansion, which is dumb. But I wanted to just get it now before I forgot.
Midna, you check the upstairs. I'll take another look.
Oh no, Link, you were almost a Link sandwich.
Yeah.
A sausage link sandwich.
Okay, that I get it, but then you're also like taking two pieces of bread and putting like a whole uncut sausage in between
I mean
them.
that's effectively what a hot dog is.
Is a hot dog a sandwich?
Have you never had, like...
Can we not?
Why does it have to be two pieces of bread? Why can't it be like a torpedo roll? Come on. That makes more sense.
Waffle. A BLT is a sandwich. Neutral. A hot dog is a sandwich. Chaotic. A Pop-Tart is a sandwich.
Well, if you're going to make a sandwich out of sausages, it has to be on one of those long hoagie rolls, that kind of thing. It's good.
No, I want to just take two pieces of white bread and put it on a huge sausage and eat that.
What a
I've
Polish
done that
sausage?
before.